Into lap 2 of the ride show and second gear. It's always fun to go down to Memory Lane Motors and chat with Elon. This week it's cars of the 40s.
Well, welcome to Memory Lane Motors. I'm Nick Miles. I'm here with Elon. We said last time on the show that we looked at cars of the 30s, 20s and 30s.
20s and 30s.
This week we're going to take a look at two cars from the 40s. Now, 40s are the era where the cars started to get a little bit faster and a little bit more exciting, right?
They have a lot more styling, real unique pieces to them. 40 Ford is one of the most iconic Fords out there, along with the 32s, which is kind of one we touched on last week. But really an innovative car for the early 40s. I
noticed that going from our cars of the 30s and just looking at design elements and headlights, I mean, we've got park lights involved. What
park
was some
lights
of the...
were involved with them. They started really thinking more about the aerodynamics of a car to bring them into what we see today. I mean, the rolled fenders, pointed hoods, split the air over the cars, and that kind of unique stuff. Came out with much better wiper systems. Still vacuum in these cars, of course, but had more or less radios and heaters were coming standard.
We talk about this vehicle, what sort of price range do these go for?
These cars range anywhere from, this car here is just a nice clean example. It's not quite a show car, but a nice example for $57,000. You get more into a show car along the 40 Ford convertible lines, you'll pay $85,000 to $100,000.
Wow. So it's a pretty good investment because they can only go up from here on out.
So far been real sound investments.
So this is 140. So we've got another one over here. What are we going to look at?
We have a 47 Chevy convertible over here.
So look at that.
Later, going in after the war.
Now this is the Fleet Master, right?
Correct. This is a Fleet Master. This has a vacuum assist shift, which was a real unique deal. They call it finger touch shifting. We work real slick. You can literally shift gears just by touching the tip of the shifter with your finger.
Wow.
Very slick. Nice radios. They have the 216 six-cylinder engines in them.
So there's also a lot more gauges in here, as well as fuel temperature. You get a battery gauge, oil pressure.
Correct.
Those type of things.
They even started putting clocks in them.
Yeah, the clock is almost it's actually as big as the speedometer here. Ashtray. This was the era of smoking. Is this an ashtray?
That is an ashtray. Pushes forward.
Oh, look at that. So, ashtrays are no longer in fashion in vehicles. But,
not much, no.
This was the era when everyone was smoking,
Everybody started smoking in this era.
And the cigarette lighter.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, and there's the radio switches, but presumably some of these are choke. One of these is a choke.
One on the right is a choke, and then they also have a hand throttle, which was your early style cruise control. And something this car has, which is more unique, is actually factory turning signals.
Now we see these lights here, spot lamps from the police cars. Now, what are we talking for a price on this?
This car here is priced at $49,500. This car here is more of a show quality car. Has a plaque in the back from Forest Grove, which is the Concours d'Elegance here in the local area.
Right.
Also has one from Hershey, Pennsylvania. So this car is very accurately restored, and attention to detail is superb. This is a beautiful car, top, bottom, and underneath.
Excellent. Of course, as we always say, you can come to Memory Lane Motors and you can see cars right from the 20s on up to the modern day. If it's a classic, it'll be here on the floor. And again, I like to quote Elon's little saying, this is a free car show. Come down to Memory Lane Motors, the corner of 26th and Holgate. Check out these cars. You can actually sit in them. And if you want to take one home, I'm sure Elon will be able to help you with that too.